This is about getting started with GPT Cloud as an enterprise customer. I just wanted to start off saying that this is specific to anyone that is considering upgrading to DBT Cloud. So if you were already an enterprise customer or already know how to connect, just want to preface it that this is what this session is for. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. I'm Brian. I'm lead cloud onboarding architect at DBT Labs. I've been with the company for about 3 years. Spent most of my time in support, and now I am focused on helping all of our new cloud customers get started with DBT Cloud. As an agenda, think of this as a primer for anyone getting started considering using DBT Cloud. So we'll first start with best practices, how to first go about once you start using the application. Then I will walk you through a quick demo of what it was like. And then once you are an enterprise customer, you will have a number of resources at your disposal. So I'll go a little bit into that. And then I will talk about certain features that will help you optimize and get the most value out of DBT Cloud. Whoops. Okay. So let's get started. So you just started with DBT Cloud. You became a new enterprise customer with us. Congrats. Where to begin? I know doing this for a while and helping a number of customers implement it. It's not the most straightforward, easiest thing to do, but once you do everything, you'll find all the great value, the bells and whistles that come with DBT Cloud. So, to get started, you'll have to do a number of things to make sure that you can actually use the application. So, this includes connecting your data warehouse, your repository, and if you like, you can also connect single sign-on via your identity provider. We do highly recommend it as a security best practice. So these are the things that we'll be going into. I also want to call out that we have a group of people at DBT Labs, including me, that can help you with the onboarding experience. So if you want more help, guidance, a friend to help you with onboarding, there are packages available, and our great onboarding team will be happy to help walk you through every step of the process that I'm gonna go into. Okay, so first of all, since you are going to do data transformation, of course you need to connect your data warehouse, whether that be Snowflake, BigQuery, Redshift, any data warehouse that your organization is using. So a few things we want to make sure happen is first and foremost, you connected, it's working, and then if it is successful, you as a user should be able to go within the IDE, initiate a brand new DBT project and be able to run uh, simple select statements and get the results back from your data warehouse. Most importantly, you should be able to run any DBT command as a user within the IDE. Something like a DBT build or a DBT run will let you know that you have successfully connected to your data warehouse. The next thing in onboarding is we want to make sure that your repository is also connected, whether that be GitHub, GitLab, Azure DevOps, or some other repository. We want to make sure once you start with DBT Cloud, it's connected, and once you are in our IDE, you are able to create new branches and commit changes back to your repository. Now, the third thing to make sure that you are onboarded successfully and comply with your organization's security requirement is that you need to connect single sign-on, whether it is Okta, Entra ID, Google, or some other identity provider. We want to make sure that you are compliant with your company's security requirements. So this is a key feature that we offer as an enterprise customer. Once you have it configured successfully, you should see every user signing in through DBT Cloud via single sign-on. And once they are in, assuming that you are leveraging role-based access control, they should be assigned to the right permissions and the right groups that you have specified within the application. We also make sure that SSO is enforced for all non-admin users. I do also want to call out that we, by design, any account admin user to still access the application through a password and bypass SSO. We do that just in case the SSO configuration is incorrect or on the off chance your identity provider is unavailable, you will still be able to access DBT Cloud and you won't be locked out. So those are the initial onboarding steps. Seems pretty easy, right? But these are being SaaS applications, integrations can be hard. So we want to make sure that everything is working and you have a fully functional DBT Cloud environment that your data analysts can really get the most value out of. So that's why we do offer that assistance through our onboarding packages if you need them. Okay, so let's go into actually what it looks like once you're in DBT Cloud. Now I assume some of you, let me ask you, how many of you are actually using DBT Cloud? Can I see a show of hands? Okay, so we have a good number. So I apologize for all you folks. This might be a very old, basic information, but for everyone else that might be using Core that has never seen our user interface, I'm just going to show you a few things of what it looks like. So this is one of my demo projects, and I just want to show you what it looks like. So you can see here, I have connected a new project called DBT Test, and I have BigQuery as my data warehouse and GitHub as my repository. So if these are successful, you should be able to navigate to your projects and see those integrated with within that under account settings. So just want to show you that if you've never seen a GUI, now let's flip over to the cloud IDE. So once you have done that connection, assuming that it's good to go, no errors, no permission issues, you should be able to navigate to the cloud IDE like this and see your project. And I just want to call out a few things. You can see on the top left, since I have successfully integrated with GitHub, it's loading on the left, and then on the top left, I can create a pull request. I can also create a new branch if I want to do that. We also want to make sure after you initiate a DBT project that is actually in the working state. Your indicator for that will be on the bottom right. So you see that green button that says ready? That means I'm good to go. If it is red, says error, then that's a good indication that some connection isn't working as expected. You might also see a pop-up if like something is off. So this is what a good DBT Cloud ID looks like after you initiate a project. Now next, for folks that work with data and want to do data transformations, you should be able to run a DBT command within the IDE. So for example, I ran the DBT build. We can see here that I have a very basic setup. Just 2 models, 1 passed, 1 did not. But if your connection works, you should be able to run anything like a DBT run or a DBT build like this. You can also check for any errors that might be occurring. So if I clicked on error in that, I would see that there was a BigQuery permission issue. So this is why this failed. But if everything is done right, you should be able to do any DBT command within the IDE. I'm going to pause here. Everything makes sense. Any questions? Cool. Well, let's keep on going. So, and by the way, if any of you are very new to DBT Cloud and want to see it live in action, like on my Mac, find me after this session. Happy to do that. So, okay, we went through our initial onboarding checklist. We went through what it looks like within DBT Cloud. If you upgrade to DBT Cloud, let's go into the resources that will be at your disposal. So, like any good SaaS company, we have a phenomenal support team with great customer solutions engineers. So within the GUI itself, you can raise a support ticket. If you have any common DBT code questions, issues with your configurations, if you find a bug, feel free to, at any time, to open a support ticket, and our engineers will be happy to help. Just a few examples of common support questions that our engineers can help you out with. This includes setup questions. If you're running into any issues with authenticating in the DBT cloud, if you want better understanding of any errors you see within the application, anything like that is fair game. We have the best support team, and I'm a little bit biased because I used to be part of it, but they are great at what they do. Okay, so also as an enterprise customer, you are also entitled to an account team that is assigned to you and can help you as well with other questions, mainly strategic questions that you might have as a DBT customer. So if you have any questions on modeling, any questions on best practices, if you simply want someone to go into your account and verify that everything is working and is really tailored to your business needs, you can also reach out to your account team about that. So a few examples, not an exhaustive list, but you can reach out to them on continuous integration. How to best leverage the Explorer feature. How to best use APIs based on any automation you might need. Semantic layer to make sure that your data is standardized. Making sure that your project is well formed and maintainable, things like that. You can always reach out to your account team as an enterprise customer. Okay. And I also want to cover what other great features you can get out of being an enterprise customer. So we're going to talk about how to best optimize your overall DBT cloud experience. Now, we roll out a great number of features that Tristan touched on in the keynote yesterday. I'm really excited about all these new things like DBT Assist, Visual Editor, cross-platform. Can't wait to see how you all leverage that. But I'm just going to focus on a number of features that we know are tried and true, and we know that DBT Cloud customers love to use. So I'm going to start with our DBT Explorer. So you might have seen this, you already saw this in the demo part. Has a very basic lineage graph, but this is an example of a more well-formed Explorer graph will look like. It really helps you discover your data and help you better leverage your DBT resources. By viewing this and using this, you will be able to get a holistic picture of resources, lineage, and how your models are being consumed. Now, next, I want to touch on our APIs. So you can also leverage our APIs to really help your overall DBT workflow and automate things that you might need. Now we offer three types of APIs. So we have an administrative API if you want to automate any of those account admin type of tasks, such as creating jobs, setting up permissions. And we also have a discovery API to complement the Explorer. And also, if you are going to use the semantic layer, which I'm going to touch on soon, we also have that API available for you to use. Okay, good. And of course, I wanted to touch on CI, continuous integration, because this is a feature that our enterprise customers love to use, and I'm sure you'll get a lot of value out of it if you have not started using it yet. So by leveraging this, you can run and test only modified models within DBT Cloud. I'm sure you'll find a lot of value out of this. This will increase your overall confidence in any production changes. It will also reduce the time in pushing any code to production and really allows you as a data practitioner to standardize the code and really accelerate any development that you need to do within DBT Cloud. Okay. And semantically, which I also put, which I already touched on, this is a very powerful tool that really makes sure that you can trust your metrics and really use it to your advantage based on your business needs. Now, I'm sure that you hear this. We love this feature, but there are certain things that why we recommend using this as a DBT customer. It will boost your confidence, knowing that the data that you're working is correct. It also helped with any reuse, any duplication issues, so it will boost your productivity as well. And it also has security features weighted in to make sure that your data is protected. I could go more into this, but it also helped with your overall efficiency and what you see patterns and anything you need to do as a data analyst. So those are a few features that I wanted to touch on, but there's a lot more great stuff out there, including all the great things we rolled out this week. But yeah, this is just, like I said, a primer for anyone that wants to get started. But there's a lot more that could be said. Just on to help you all that are considering using DBT Cloud. So, with that, I'd like to thank you all for being at the session and being at Coalesce. I hope this was helpful. But yeah, that's it. Um, Happy to take any questions. Hmm. So yeah, we do see it, but honestly, it's not that common. But we definitely do see some use cases around it. Are you thinking about using that for CICD? Okay. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. Right. Okay, great. So, I mean, we have a documentation, so that would be really helpful. Um, so, in terms of more resources, we have a resident architect plan where if your organization is willing to pay for a resident architect, this person is an in-house DBT cloud expert. They can really get you up to speed, really help you understand the ins and outs, how to optimize it. So I just want to throw that out as an option. But like I said, we also have a great support team. So feel free to open any support tickets. But I will say, I gotta pitch the resident architect program if you want a more um, in-depth, onboarding. This can also be great for any of your colleagues. It's usually about 60 hours for the resident architect, but also just on to mention that if you have any budget. You all good? All right, thanks everyone.